lot of predatory birds out there. And so how do most of these birds, when they are foraging for food, how do they pick up their food, most birds? Yes.
Claws or their beak?
Their beak, yeah. So most birds pick up food with their beak. And there's a type of a bird that doesn't do that. They pick up food with, they seize food with their talons, with their foot, and that's raptors. So that's actually a very unusual behavior in birds, that you really only see that in raptors. Some of the reasons for that are, of course, if you want to hunt and eat vertebrates, some of them are bigger and they wriggle and they're strong. If you were to, say, a red-tailed hawk and you're chasing a rabbit at 30 miles an hour and the rabbit is running for everything it's got and you reached over and tried to grab it by the back of the neck with your beak, you'd probably not. A lot of things. Although they look small like a kestrel, they are a powerhouse flying machine. This bird is a horizontal pursuit specialist, avian specialist, hunts birds, and it can, from a distance of 2 miles away, you can see a flock of starlings on the ground, and it would make a run at them, bring them up into the sky for, say, 5 or 10 minutes, and then catch one right out of the air. Just overwhelming power of flight. And the Merlins are, as I mentioned, avian specialists. They hunt birds. They have very long toes. See the size of the foot of that bird? That's a tiny little falcon with a huge foot. And when you see a raptor with a huge foot, big, long toes, it means they hunt birds. Raptors with thick, short, stubby talons, they usually catch.
Sam the porcupine.
Oh, cute little butt.
Species that you'll find, most of them are not doing particularly well. About 60% of all vulture species are facing not imminent extinction, but are highly endangered or facing extinction. And this is the turkey vulture. The turkey vulture is one of 3 North American vultures I mentioned. The most common is found here in Central Oregon as a summer breeding resident. But we also have the California condor. It was once found in Oregon, but is now limited to the southwestern U.S., California, Arizona, Utah, and is highly endangered. And then thirdly, there's the black vulture. So if you're from the southeastern U.S. or Texas, you might be familiar with the black vulture. Turkey vultures use their sense of smell. This is pretty weird behavior for birds. Most birds don't have a particularly good sense of smell. If you look at their bill, they have little holes called nares. Those are their equivalent of nostrils. If you look at the turkey vulture, its nares are enormous, and it uses its sense of smell to locate carcasses. It's pretty easy going for them because they tend to forage in a thermal, so they actually use thermals to locate carcasses. What is a thermal? It's a rising column. So turkey vultures are essentially trolling the air, smelling for carcasses, and they're pretty good at it. And they don't just eat large things like deer and elk, but they consume and locate and consume smaller carcasses. The big issue with vultures worldwide and other scavenging raptors like eagles is the issue of contaminants. This is a captive bred falcon.
Non-injured, totally normal, but bred in captivity. This good genetics is not very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, friend.
Oh, don't need to play with